everyone, welcome to a new topic, LED. That's your light emitting diode. Now what happens is when the diode is connected in a forward bias, then the current which flows through the junction, it generates the light. Now how the LED is built? It is built by using a weak layer of heavily doped semiconductor material. What does doped means? Doping simply means the process of adding impurity to a semiconductor material so that new properties are built in it is your doping. Now as you can see, there is a symbol of LED down there. Are you able to demonstrate it? That the symbol of LED is just similar to that of the PN junction diode. That means their two are similar to each other. But what's the difference between these two? That is the two arrows which indicates the diode is the emitting the. Now let's see how does an LED work. Now as we know, when the diode is in the forward bias, then what happens? The electron and the holes that are moving fast across the junction, they combine constantly, removing one another out. Soon after the electrons are moving from N-type to the P-type silicon, it combines with the holes and then it disappears. So it makes the complete atom more stable and it gives little burst of energy in the form of tiny packet or photon of light, or we can say quantum of light. So if I have to say what does a working principle of LED, it is completely based upon the quantum theory, which says when the electron comes down from higher energy level to the lower energy level, then energy is emitted out from the photons and the photon energy is equal to that of the energy gap between these two energy levels. So if the PN junction diode is in the forward bias, then the current flows through the diode. And the flow of current in the semiconductors is caused by both flow of the holes in the opposite direction of the current and flow of the electrons in the direction of the current. So there will be a recombination due to the flow of these charge carriers, which indicates that the electron in the conduction band jump down to the valence band, and when these electrons jump from one band to the another, then it will emit the electromagnetic energy in the form of photons or quantums, and the photon energy is equal to the forbidden energy gap. So this was about the working principle of LED. Now let's move further. Let's discuss about the VI characteristic or IV characteristics of LED. There are different types of light emitting diodes available in the market, and there are different LED characteristics also. But the important characteristic of LED is your color. So in the starting use of LED, there is the only red color. As the use of LED is increased with the help of semiconductor processes and doing to the research on the new metals for LED, there are different colors formed. Now following graph shows the approximate curves between the forward voltage and the current. Each curve in the graph indicates the different color, so you can refer it from the graph. Further, we have types of LEDs. First is your miniature LED, then high power LED, flash LED, bi and tricolor, red, green, blue LED, alphanumeric LED and lightning LEDs. So basically we use lightning LED the most, okay, overall. Okay, now let's move. There are so many advantages of LED. That's your energy efficient, that means low power consumption. Then we have longer lifespan, fast switching, small size, controllability, swift response time, low power requirement. So these are the advantages of LED, which makes them useful in our daily life. Now let's talk about its uses also. Has use in alarm and security system, then for remote controlled operations and robotics and optical communication. Then it is used for TV backlighting. In displaying the message of the mobile, it is also used. Automotive, it's used in automobiles also, like cars and bikes. Then we have dimming of the light and the traffic light signals that we see on the roads. LEDs are used there also. So this was all about this video. Thank you so much.